Hi, welcome back to our exploration of the raw material analysis and procurement module in Proximo ERP. In the second part of our process, before we can proceed to manage vendor pricing through the rate master or create purchase orders for our new materials, we first need to add our vendors into the system. The process of adding a vendor typically begins with the vendor management system area of Proximo ERP. Look for a section or for specifically dedicated to a vendor registration. So under the vendor management, we have vendor registrations. Once we click on this, it will redirect to the vendor listing page, and it navigate to the area will lead you to the main vendor listing page, where in the page right hand side we have a add button. Once you will click, so you will locate and click the add button once. So after clicking the add button, it will initiating the step to redirect to the vendor management form. Now in this form you need to fill all the required information like vendor name. So let's suppose vendor name and this mailing address, all the information, all the fields that is actually marked as asterisk and it's mandatory to be filled. So these are the mandatory fields like zone, state, city, PAN number, and this vendor name and office mailing address. So one by one we need to fill the information. Once we will fill all the information, so automatically this information will be filled. As we can see, these are the information that required to add the vendors, and now these PAN number is mandatory for the GST IN registration type. You can select unregistered if it's regular, so you need to mention the GST number as well. After putting all the information, you need to click on this save button. Once the information will be saved, automatically it will move to the next page of the vendor management system. Next one is branch management. You can add multiple branch here. As we can see, we have added this branch, and multiple branch you can add. You need to put the branch name, then address, then country, zone, state, all the information. Then need to click on the add button. Once you will click on add button, then on the grid below you can see all the information that has been added, and then one by one you can add. If any other information is required to be filled, you can add on the information. And after adding this vendor, you can go back to the registration page, and in the listing page you can find out your vendor that you have added recently. Completing these steps, the vendor is now registered and available in Proximo ERP, ready to be associated with raw materials and in the rate master and utilized when creating the purchase order as well. So in this video, we have explained how to create the vendor first. Then in the next video, we will move to the process where we will add this vendor rate master. On behalf of the rate master, we will add our purchase order. Thank you.